affluent, hardworking individuals, tapped into laptops like you are right now. You guys are probably Facebooking, tweeting during boring moments of this presentation. And you know, we're very web savvy, okay? So this is the market that you have to take advantage of. If you neglect this community, your business is going to shrink. Okay, I was at a presentation here on Wednesday where the MD of Kinokuniya, as you know, is a very large bookstore, book chain. And he was explaining to the audience that the reason why he didn't have a huge online presence is because he was scared that people would illegally download books and illegally share books. Unfortunately, if you look around, like there are very few people who still use hard copy books. So if you don't take advantage of that, of the online space, and you're slow to react, then your business shrinks. And we've seen the demise of companies like Borders, who just were unable to compete with Amazon. Okay. Now, what are the benefits of having a social media presence, and how do you do this effectively? This is sort of your best practices. So when my brother and I started B Economic, we had a limited budget of maybe $50,000, and you know, the most cost-efficient form of marketing was having a Facebook page. Okay? I didn't put up our Groupon page, but I wanted to put out the Red Cross Japan effort fan page, because within the moment the incident occurred, the earthquake occurred, this page went up, and in 24 hours it got 627 likes. So you can build awareness very quickly by leveraging off social media. What we do at Groupon is we have, I'm sorry it's really small, but I'll explain what this is before you, unless you have super vision. Okay, so when you go on our Facebook fan page, what we have is a like button. Okay, so we direct users to like our page. As soon as you like our page, everyone who's on who looks at your wall is aware of what you now like, which is Groupon Singapore. And that helps with the branding awareness, yeah? It's how you can get free awareness, essentially. We also have refer friends and get $10. So by clicking on this button, and if you share Groupon Singapore page with your friends, we'll give you $10 as soon as your friends, you know, purchase a deal. So you use social media to basically make your brand become viral through these methods. When we were B Economic, introducing this collective buying concept, it was quite a difficult concept to explain to people. So what we did was we created a video, and we posted that video on our Facebook page, and that helped create a sense of awareness very quickly. So you can just click on play, and it'll explain how Groupon works. You can also show the press coverage we've recently received. And down here, you can click on this button and you can basically sign up to our free daily deal alert. Okay. Second thing is you can build a brand, right? So I just took the Coca-Cola Facebook fan page as an example because there are a lot of businesses out there who do have a Facebook page, but sometimes the picture's distorted. It doesn't represent what your core product is about. So the Coca-Cola example is fantastic. You know, when you see this, you immediately think Coca-Cola, and that's what we want to really instill in the billions of Facebook users out there. The other thing is we use at Groupon Singapore we use Facebook to broadcast announcements and also our daily deals. Now, there are two things about that. When you broadcast, you've got to make sure you interact, okay? Think about your Facebook fan page as your own living room. Okay? You may make an announcement, but if you just disappear and walk out and just go to the kitchen, you know, you're not going to get that level of engagement, yeah? People are just going to not be interested. There's no relevance. But what you do is you make your announcement, okay, and then you'll get a ton of comments. Like here we received about 12 comments. This announcement was about our iPhone app that we just introduced yesterday. And it's important to really interact with the users, yeah? So this person was asking, you know, can we get it for Android too? And it's good to respond because that shows to the users that you are on there, you're actively reading their comments, and that feedback is important and relevant. The second thing about broadcasting is always make sure that you broadcast relevant messages, okay? I've seen pages, for example, if Coca-Cola's fan page, where you like Coca-Cola because you like the drink, you're thirsty, and you appreciate the brand. But if Coca-Cola started posting, hey, guess what, guys, I'm now selling handbags, you lose that relevance, yeah? And if you post deals on handbags every day, people are going to unlike you. So with Groupon, if you've joined us, then you may see like these daily deal updates on your Facebook wall. You've signed up for that, and it's relevant because that's what we do. That's why you liked us. So when you set up your Facebook fan page, make sure you always put out relevant messages, yeah? And it should be about content. It should be interesting and very engaging, and always respond, right? I think for an effective fan page, you really need to post maybe 3 or 4 times a day, but constantly monitor it in the same way that you constantly monitor your phones to provide the best leading customer service, okay? Now, creating buzz and product-driven discussion. What we do is we invest a lot of time manning our Facebook fan page. In fact, Baldwin is our man here. He's our social media gun. And so what he would do is he would post a daily deal, right, and invest time in making sure that responses are made pretty much the moment that the questions are asked. Yeah, that's very important. Okay, so here we posted a deal that we had with Subway, and the first question we got was, can we order online and then pick up from one of the 7 stores? So we respond to that. You know, after you print out the Groupon, you can visit any of the 7 outlets, and so on. Yeah, so this is a perfect and very cheap way of using Facebook. Make sure answers are produced. Now the good thing is when people now look at this post, they can read all the questions and the doubts or relevant information, and so they may not need to post up their comments. So that's important there. Do it in a timely manner. Be transparent. Okay. Now, okay, Singapore, we like to censor things, and we don't like it if people are putting out bad comments on us. Yeah. But social media today, if you use social media in a very old school sense, meaning you delete negative feedback, that's not cool. Yeah. I think it's all right to delete stuff that's profoundly like freaking rude, like if someone's swearing. But if you start deleting comments, like okay, say we posted a Subway deal, and someone said, I read it somewhere here that not worth it, only save $3. Why wait? Why waste half an hour in line? It's good to get comments like that, yeah? So that means next time I know, when I feature the next deal with Subway, I'm going to try and increase the savings that can be generated. But I'm not going to delete it, okay? Because you leave it up there to show that you know, you're responding, you're being very proactive, because consumers out there are very aware whenever you delete comments, and it just reflects very badly on your brand if you do that. And yeah, allow for feedback on your posts. We engage. We make sure that our Facebook fans are engaged. So, you know, when we changed our profile picture, we put out a poll effectively and gave them 3 options, and we invited people to basically vote on that. Yeah, that means that we can put out a brand, an image that appeals to the majority, that appeals to the masses, and it also empowers your followers to basically give input, you know, on their opinion. They feel that they're building that trust and confidence in your brand. They're building that relationship with you, and it's very key. Have fun. All right. So a lot of our posts are really quirky. They're not always serious. Okay. If you think about the Facebook, the reason why people use Facebook is to be social, to engage, to post photos, post videos. People like posting funny photos. People like making funny comments and paying me out on my Facebook page. So in the same token, right, when you post something, try and be engaging, try and have a bit of a sense of humor. So this one, we had a deal where you could, for $18, you got a 3-hour website course. And what we said when we posted it is, instead of just posting the deal, which is rather bland, we posted this comment. We said, crashing someone's wedding isn't exactly the best way to build your business network. Do things a more legitimate way with today's Groupon. Another one was a scuba discovery deal. What we said was, Dousing your head in your pet goldfish, Jim's fish bowl, won't give you a full experience of what marine life is like. Discover the real thing with today's Groupon. Yeah, so something like that, which is light-hearted, is cool, is great, because if I'm a subscriber and I see this on my fan page, I'm more inclined to like it and share with my friends when I know this sort of identifies me as being cool and fun. Yeah, so try not to be plain and boring. Now, how to leverage social shopping tools. Groupon is a fantastic way to do that. All right, so what Groupon has done is effectively brought an online community to an offline business, right? A lot of businesses think that having a Facebook fan page in itself is all I need to be part of this social media craze. Well, that's totally wrong, because how much money do you make from that? It's probably very negligible. Okay, what you need to do is bring your Facebook fan or your Twitter follower to your store and bring their friends along, make transactions, yeah? Like real, tangible results. This is a very important point, okay? So having a Facebook fan page is definitely not enough. I'm putting out Groupon as one option, but there are a ton of other really cool options that Facebook applications have. For example, you can link it up to an e-commerce site so that people can make transactions. Okay, so the way Groupon works is there are no upfront costs, so effectively you can feature a deal on Groupon without having any cost outlay. Okay, we have what's called a profit share, so we view this as a revenue partnership. We'll share the proceeds of every Groupon that we sell with you guys in that partnership. It's very different from where you advertise on print, radio, TV, and you don't know what the return is going to be. Here, you only pay per customer, and that's what I think has helped Groupon build its goodwill with the likes of Subway restaurants and the likes of G2000, just recent partners that we've had. Okay, having a feature on Groupon is more than social media; it's customer acquisition. Okay, so when you feature a deal on Groupon, not only do you get the social media presence because we put your deal on our fan page, but we make sure that those customers then come into your door. Yeah, those customers have put out a financial commitment and are going to visit your store, most likely with their friends, in a very social way. Okay, it's more than brand exposure; it is actual sales, so it's actual performance. Okay, so I wanted to introduce the case study of Subway. About a few weeks ago, we featured a deal where you could get a 6-inch sub for $3.25, which is effectively a 50% discount. Within 48 hours, we sold 41,805 Groupons. That's 41,800 new customers to Subway. That's huge. Like when I was flying in from New York a couple of nights ago, I flew over a lot of tank ships, container ships, and I could only imagine what it was containing. We have the proof that this deal went viral and gave a huge return to Subway. Right, so 20 to 30% of customers spent 77% more than the Groupon value, and the Subway website got a 10 times increase in the web traffic. The overall result was very positive. All outlets had a huge revenue increase. Even outlets that were in remote areas where people didn't know that a Subway there existed, they would buy the deal and explore that restaurant. So I have about 10 more minutes. So does anyone have any questions? Yes.
You just said it brought 41,000 new customers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any data or anything that actually shows who are the new customers? Because my guess would be that there are lots of old customers or people that are going maybe every week to Subway.
Yeah. Okay, so we only launched this deal a few weeks ago, so we are still picking up the analytics from that. But anecdotally, when we've spoken to the owner, they're saying that yes, they've definitely seen a lot of new faces, but I can't say statistically what that is yet.